Hello and welcome to the League Report of Luke. I'm Luke. Let's get right into the League Report. The first story of the episode is Kevin Proctor officially becoming a Gold Coast Titan. Proctor, who is 27, will head to the Titans on a 4-year deal after securing his release from the Storm. He still had 2 years left on that deal. It is believed that he had signed for around $500k a year, which is essentially the money left from Greg Bird leaving. Although Proctor is a Kiwi international and was born in New Zealand, he was raised on the Gold Coast, so we could only assume he wanted to head home. It's pretty funny how things have played out since Cherry Evans backflipped. I suppose it's karma, really. Sad news for Panthers fans, and New South Wales fans, and Australian fans, and everybody who doesn't want Blake Ferguson in rep teams. Josh Mansour has ruptured his ACL and he's going to miss the start of next season. It's believed that Mansour had a collision with Josh Dugan in a muck-around game of touch football with the Australian team. Apparently Mansour was shielding a ball and Dugan came through and tried to score a try. I think we all know that Dugan intentionally tried to injure him just so he can get his buddy into the Australian side. Okay, I'm joking there. Chill. Calm down, I'm joking. It wasn't that long ago that Kevin Locke was one of the best up-and-coming talents in the NRL, but injuries and off-field problems really derailed his career. Now he's looking to get back on track and Manly have offered him a trial spot, so he's going to be trialling with Manly. I do need to make it clear that he actually hasn't signed a contract yet. Like I said, it's just a trial. Locke is a former New Zealand international, but he hasn't played in the NRL since 2014, and he's had a few unsuccessful spells at Super League teams. I was a big fan of Kevin Locke when he first came on the scene. The hip injury that he did, that was brutal when he scored that game-winning try, but the man has talent, you can't argue with that. I really hope he get his shit together. I just wish it wasn't with Manly. Speaking of Manly, Sydney Morning Herald have been reporting that Steve Matai is set to retire. Despite having a year left on his contract, it's reported that his management has been negotiating a termination. It's sad to see Steve Matai go out this way, but I mean, it's probably the most fitting and kind of the most expected way that he's going to go out. I mean, it seemed like every game he was going down with neck injuries or arm injuries or just injuries in general. The Parramatta Eels have continued their trend of signing reformed bad boys, although I wouldn't really consider Kirisome Auva'a a reformed bad boy, to be honest. Auva'a was sacked by the Rabbitohs last season after being suspended for drugs. He was also suspended for most of 2015 after being done for domestic violence. Honestly, the guy just seems like a massive piece of shit, and I'd much prefer if he didn't get another shot in the NRL. The Eels have also signed Will Smith. The Will Smith actor thing, that joke, it's been done to death. I'm not even going to touch it. The Fresh Prince would be a handy signing for Parrot as he can cover many positions in the backline and halves. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. And while we're on the topic of the Eels, may as well talk about the rumour of Fred Pritchard to the Eels. Pritchard is currently at Hull FC in the Super League and would need a release, but it's reported that Hull are willing to release him to an NRL team. I think Frankie would be a great signing for them. He's a good character. I think he's still good enough to play NRL, and it'd be a good opportunity for him to play with his younger brother Kaiser. Now onto the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They've actually had a few little signings and re-signings over the last few weeks. So let's talk about the first one, Michael Maguire. He is re-signed to the end of 2019. Damien Cook is also re-signed, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to go on there with Robbie Farah coming, but Damien Cook is not leaving, which was kind of reported at one stage. And also Anthony Cherrington, he's a former Rooster. He is signed with the Rabbitohs on a 1-year deal. Cherrington was once the next big thing, but injuries and an assault conviction which saw him narrowly miss jail time after he assaulted his ex-girlfriend. The last 3 years he'd been playing for the Redcliffe Dolphins, and obviously he's impressed Michael Maguire and the Rabbitohs enough to offer him a contract. Here's a name you might remember from a few years ago, Ken Sio. He's returning to the NRL with the Newcastle Knights. Sio has spent the last few years in their Super League with Hull KR, but the 26-year-old winger has signed on with the Knights on a 2-year deal. I think this is a pretty solid deal for the Knights. I mean, he's not outstanding or anything, but he is an improvement on some of the wingers that played for him last season. Now, this next one, it feels like I don't even need to talk about it because it's just, everybody kind of knew about it. It just was, waiting for it to be officially announced, and that is Jamal Idris signing with the Tigers. It's officially happened. I think it's a decent signing for the Tigers. Like, a fit and motivated Jamal Idris is just downright scary for opposition teams. Like, imagine trying to come up against him, who's trying to absolutely destroy you. Like, he has potential there, but that's the thing though. He does need to be fit and motivated, and he just, for most of his career, he's really struggled with that. So, I don't know. We know he's definitely got potential to be a superstar, to be one of the best, but he just really needs to get into the right headspace. But I think he might be in the right headspace at the moment. So I don't know. Fingers crossed he can actually fulfill his potential. Moving on to the last club that Idris actually played for, it's the Panthers. They've signed Mitch Rein. This signing has come at a pretty good time with the news that Peter Wallace is hurt and will miss the start of the season. Personally, myself, I'm not really a fan of Mitch Rein. However, he is a good signing for a backup hooker. Like, he's pretty solid, very experienced there, and he can do a job. But yeah, in terms of being a first choice hooker, I don't see it happening. Now that is the end of this edition of the League Report. Wait, no it's not. No it's not. No it's not. I've still got a few clips to play. Roll the tape. Trent Merrin dancing. Now, I can't play the whole clip just due to copyright reasons, but we're also going to play Nathan Ross's clip.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey.
Leave in the comment section below which one did it better. Anyway guys, now is the actual end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke on YT. That is the same as my Instagram as well. It's Mr. Luke on YT. My Facebook page is in the description below. I think it's just Mr. Luke if you want to search it up. I think that's all my plugs out of the way. Thank you for watching guys. Also check out my FIFA channel as well. I'm going to be uploading there again. So the Leicester City career mode is back. Anyway guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.